This is a $6,000 cinema lens, and this is a $600 equivalent. Do you really need the $6,000 one? It seems like cameras are just getting smaller and smaller, and with lenses to match. And now with auto exposure, auto stabilization, even autofocus, I feel like we're just sitting around waiting for the auto create button to be made. So with all these auto capabilities, is there any reason that you as a filmmaker should be using these cinema lenses, especially if you're just run and gunning, when you can use the 35 RF mil for only $600 and it pretty much is the same lens? Or is it? One of the key differences between these lenses is the focused pull. Now, the cinema lens has a very long focus pull, which lets you get really exact focused pulls and making sure what you want to get in focus is in focus. And it has the advantage of hard stops. So you know when you've hit the end of your focus, whether you're going close or far. As for the RF lens, it does have one advantage, which is autofocus. So if your camera can do autofocus, it can do that. But when it comes to manually focusing on these lenses and being precise, the focus throw is so short, it is almost impossible sometimes to nail focus unless using auto. We have come outside to do some focus tests where we're going to be putting manual focus versus autofocus, seeing what focus breathing's like, even the bokeh. And it'll be the Cinema 35 versus the RF 35, all on the R6 to keep it similar. You're probably going to need to be my subject, so you go over there. Manually focusing, having the longer focus throw on the marks is probably more beneficial. This is probably the biggest highlight of this lens, really, that I've done absolutely nothing, and it has nailed that focus at 1.8 f-stop, which is redonkulous. So autofocus, not too shabby at all, and only $600. There you go. But the precise movements, definitely not as good. Uniformity in a lens set is something that's kind of overlooked quite frequently. And when it comes to cinema lens sets, they usually all weigh the same distance between the focus rings and aperture rings, and also the coatings and glass are all batch produced to make sure the quality and color and lens flaring and everything you get is the same no matter what lens you're swapping to. As compared to RF lenses, these are just thrown together in a factory. And when we're talking about build quality, we got a bit of a plastic lenses here and very nice metal over here. Should you buy these? Really depends on how much you charge. Should you rent these for only $100 a day for this whole set? Most likely. Peace out.